strain off of the harness. You can do this with literally 2 fingers. The most important thing is taking this piece of hardware here and turning it sideways. If you don't turn the hardware sideways, now you're fighting against the hardware, which is trying to keep your chest strap nice and tight. Take the hardware, rotate it sideways, rotate the shoulders forward. You can take your thumb and easily loosen the chest strap to whatever length that you want to. Now, we suggest when you first start attempting to loosen your chest strap that you only loosen it a little bit. And then if your chest strap is extra long like this and you're not comfortable with that, you can go ahead and just stow the remaining excess back into the keeper. Kind of work your way out each jump, loosening it a little bit further and a little bit further until you're comfortable with loosening your chest strap as far as you need it. The easiest way to loosen your chest strap is basically take the chest strap out of the keeper, boom. Now you're gonna take your shoulders and you're going to rotate your shoulders in, which is gonna take some strain off of the harness. You can do this with literally 2 fingers. The most important thing is taking this piece of hardware here and turning it sideways. If you don't turn the hardware sideways, now you're fighting against the hardware, which is trying to keep your chest strap nice and tight. Take the hardware, rotate it sideways, rotate the shoulders forward. You can take your thumb and easily loosen the chest strap to whatever length that you want to. Now, we suggest when you first
Got it? Here you go.
No, Mama. Mommy,
oh, does that hurt? Like here? Right here?
All right, we are ready to ride the wave for the first time here on Pipeline at SeaWorld Orlando. I think it's going to launch any second. Are you ready, Danielle?
for the first time in their life. So it was our first time witnessing it, so it was definitely one to remember. It's almost time for kids to go back to school, which
$1.8 million in federal funding to refurbish 6 aging ferries that will serve Vashon, Fauntleroy, and other routes. It should extend their lifespan by a decade. Here on Vashon, I'm Kristen Goodwillie, King 5 News.
Girl, you need to stop. You don't stop.
Okay, fine, maybe it was me, I'm sorry. Maybe I would have stolen one of the wieners. If I had a wiener at home, they would satisfy me. Junior, look, my wife had to be the same sex gave birth, you know that. Nobody told me.
I'm gone. Dead. That's it. No more me.
Can you please fix the door?
Yeah, sure. You weren't gonna stop me? Yeah, some friend.
No, I just want you to fix my door.
No. You act like you're gonna do it.
Well, no, I don't want to.
No, act like you're gonna do it. No, don't do that. Don't you know that's fatal? It's swallowed. You're gonna die. Hey, man, I care about you. I don't want you to do something like that. See, that's what you should have done.
Oh, look, I just want you to fix my door. I know you're not gonna do it.
Okay, fine. Okay, I put a crap ton on there. Now let's see if the door squeaks. What the hell? It's still squeaking. Okay, fine. I'll just put more on there. And you know what? I'll do all the hinges. Except for that one. That one's too high up. That one's higher than my ex-wife during the custody hearing. I mean, she still got custody of the kids because I had 2 DUIs. But let's see if the door squeaks. What? Oh, okay. What's going on here? Does this stuff not work? I bet it's not even fatal if swallowed.
Hey, Donnie, I got my report card. Are there any F's on your report card?
No.
Are you lying?
No, there's no F's on it.
Because, Jeffy, if there's a single F on that report card, we're not taking you to Disney World.
All right, well, check this out. Boom. Not a single F on this report card. All D's, Daddy, stands
Ты куда утекаешь, Дотя?
Well, we're here as NFC West champion television reporters, I guess we could call it that. Seahawks win the NFC West for the first time since 2016. This game against the Rams, we knew it was going to be kind of a slugfest, and it was exactly that in the first half. 6-6, neither offense could get going. Really thought it just was going to come down to one or two mistakes. But in the end, the Seahawks made several more plays in the second half. It was almost like a different ball game for the Seahawks. The offense got moving a little bit as Russell Wilson got out of the pocket and made some plays. One of the most telling stats was the fact that they were 3 of 9 on third downs in the first half, just 3 of 9. That's not very good. That's kind of how they've been all year. But in the second half, they were 5 of 7 on third down, and that was really the difference on offense in the ball game. They were able to have the touchdown run from Wilson that made it 13-6, and then they were able to ice the game with the Wilson touchdown pass to Jacob Hollister. So that's your offensive side of the ball game. They really got things going with the mix of run and pass and getting Wilson outside the pocket and converting on third downs. What can we say about this defense? Who knew at the beginning of the year, which everybody called a historically bad defense, would be the thing that leads this team into the postseason? Because that is exactly what happened here at Lumen Field. The Seahawks had 3 sacks. They had a tremendous goal line stand. They held the Rams for the first time all year without a touchdown. An incredible performance by just everybody on that defense. Quandre Diggs had an interception. KJ Wright was everywhere. Jamal Adams, Jaron Reed, you name it. Go down the list. They had a great game. They gave up some yards, gave up a few plays, but kept them out of the end zone. And now this defense has made believers of almost everyone. They've strung together so many games in a row here. It's exactly what they need as they head into the postseason. With the win, the Seahawks are the NFC West champs, the 5th time under Coach Carroll in 11 seasons. They will host at least one playoff game here at Lumen Field, and they are guaranteed at least a 3 seed in the NFC, which means they will host that playoff game. Not sure what will happen in the last weekend of the season. Things can change, but at least a 3 seed, which is great news because they get to host at least one game. All right, we'll be talking about the playoff scenarios all weekend long and the matchup with the 49ers in the regular season finale in Arizona, of all places. We'll talk about it all week long on KIRO 7.
A 2-time member of Junior Team USA and a member of the 2023 National Champion Wichita State Shockers, Ryan Barnes.
21 years of age, as Kimberly has brought up the son of 2 pros, Chris and Linda. Chris in tears. earlier this week when he found out and saw that his son was going to be competing for the Players' Championship. What a start.
A six-time member of Team U.
Start with some track inspection.
Okay.
Something we do every day. We start like at 4 a.m.
In the morning?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So,
okay. So we're a little later today, obviously.
Yeah.
Not as early.
I've actually already finished, but we're going to head back out so I can show you some things.
Great. Safety is the #1 priority here at Silverwood.
Correct.
And I think it's going to be really important today to show our guests what we do to make sure that they have fun and safe.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
We lightened it up for her a little bit.
Oh, that's neat. This is like a workout. My legs are burning just standing here. Oh, okay.
Okay, so before every track inspection, before anyone heads out there, first thing we have to do, lockout, tagout.
Okay.
So with this device, it prevents the ride from being turned on, sent out, so we always know when we're out there. No problems, we're good to go.
Okay, good. I was a little nervous about that. Okay, great. Got that taken care of. Perfect. Okay, what's the next step?
Let's head towards the brake run.
Okay.
We have a twin roller coaster friction brake.
Okay.
During inspection, we're checking all the bushings, all the bolts, all the snap rings, airlines. This is a great example of a friction brake because it is good to go.
Great.
So as we go, we check each one. On a typical inspection, I spend a little bit more time.
I was gonna say,
but
because like, what kind of stuff do you look for? I mean, I don't know. Like holes in your, I don't know. What things stuck in the way?
Well, yeah, of course, but
Yeah.
mostly that all the fasteners are present, all the airlines are connected.
Okay.
We're looking for any damage or anything out of the ordinary, but here we're good to go.
Okay.
Onto that. Not that, just kidding.
Oh, Jimmy Christmas. Okay.
Here, we are checking the presence of fasteners, ledgers, legs, and making sure that all the nuts are tight.
This is where we go underground.
Okay. All right.
Smile big. That's a nice shirt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Oh yeah, I make the pizza great.
Papa Murphy.
Okay.
Having astronaut white here on the top, and they have to go back to that because landmark status was established when this was white. So it has to go back to astronaut white, and I am going to be the first person in the city, in the state, to lay down a coat of having astronaut white here on the top, and they have to go back to that because landmark status was established when this was white. So it has to go back to astronaut white, and I am going to be the first person in the city, in the state, to lay down a coat of having astronaut white here on the top, and they have to go back to that because landmark status was established when this was white. So it has to go back to astronaut white, and I am going to be the first person in the city, in the state, to lay down a coat.
Now, the detour, if you're driving onto the ferry, will be taken down next week on the 8th, and future plans have retail as well as food vendors in the terminal and down here for the future. Live here in Seattle, I'm Kristen Goodwillie, King 5 News.
Public transportation in Snohomish County is getting a boost as the Swift Orange Line officially opened today. This bus line travels through the neighborhoods between Linwood and Mill Creek, and later this year it will directly connect you to the light rail station in Linwood. Wine, coffee, and tea can all stain your teeth, but in today's local Steals and Deals, Mary Narducci may have found an at-home solution.
The first thing I always notice about some
My name is Jeremy Hopp, and I stay in Northeast Minneapolis. And this is Jasmine and Isabella.
Warmer weather often means more yard work, and that can mean some aching muscles. In today's local Steals and Deals, Carolyn Gracie shows us how she gets relief.
Every once in a while, I get a little too gung-ho in the garden, and then I pay for it later with amazingly good on this little rotator cuff thing I have going on. With that massage, you get 3 settings. You get
cute little dog.
Chân kìa, sức buồn, sân quay xin làm tiền.
Baka tumasang pipi ko nito ah.
A Sioux Falls Credit Union has acquired a Heritage Bank branch right here in Sioux City. Levo Credit Union entered into an agreement with Heritage to take over the
Yeah.
Got bread in the oven, take
Yeah.
it out of the oven and set it on the counter for me.
What else can I do?
The mayor today said he would like to see the lawsuit dropped and wants the sheriff to come to the table with the city and reach a decision through their interlocal agreement oversight process. The sheriff's office says that is not the issue. They say that this is about the enforceability and constitutionality of the ordinance. In Burien, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
Well, right now, the U.S. Supreme Court is hearing a case that could change how cities like Burien penalize homeless people sleeping outside. The case will decide whether local governments can enforce laws against people sleeping outside when there is no shelter space or other places to go. We expect a ruling.
In November, seeking $10 million. She said she's faced daily discrimination, including racism and gender bias in her
Sheldon.
Fashion.
Looking rocks.
All right, let's see if I got anything.
That's a parasite right there.
Where?
Right there. He got me in the water with parasite.
Drain off of the harness. You can do this with literally 2 fingers. The most important thing is taking this piece of hardware here and turning it sideways. If you don't turn the hardware sideways, now you're fighting against the hardware, which is trying to keep your chest strap nice and tight. Take the hardware, rotate it sideways, rotate the shoulders forward. You can take your thumb and easily loosen the chest strap to whatever length that you want to. Now, we suggest when you first start attempting to loosen your chest strap that you only loosen it a little bit. And then if your chest strap is extra long like this and you're not comfortable with that, you can go ahead and just stow the remaining excess back into the keeper. Kind of work your way out each jump, loosening it a little bit further and a little bit further until you're comfortable with loosening your chest strap as far as you need it. The easiest way to loosen your chest strap is basically take the chest strap out of the keeper, boom. Now you're gonna take your shoulders and you're going to rotate your shoulders in, which is gonna take some strain off of the harness. You can do this with literally 2 fingers. The most important thing is taking this piece of hardware here and turning it sideways. If you don't turn the hardware sideways, now you're fighting against the hardware, which is trying to keep your chest strap nice and tight. Take the hardware, rotate it sideways, rotate the shoulders forward. You can take your thumb and easily loosen the chest strap to whatever length that you want to. Now, we suggest when you first
We're sorry, Benson. We just reschedule the delivery and fix this or you're fired!